Hello dear traders, you are watching a weekly link up on InstaForex TV channel with me, Takhmina Salomova. In our program we discuss the ongoing situation on Forex and forecast further moves of popular currency pair. Technical analyst Petr Vikimovic will give us his expert advice. For a start, let's consider the chart of the most popular currency pair. This trading week, the single European currency had no chance to show strong resilience to the US dollar. Thus, the euro-dollar pair is rapidly going downward. Hi Petr, what trend do you foresee for the euro-dollar pair next week?
Hello there traders. On the euro versus US dollar, what I found is a strong selling pressure on the market. Basically, the pattern which is dominating right now is the symmetrical triangle, which I alerted you in my previous forecast to watch for selling opportunities. And this pattern is still active and the price is progressing very good. My advice is absolutely to watch for to bearish continuation of this currency pair. Most recently, what I found is a 2-day balance and an inside day candle pattern. So the good idea will be to watch for a breakout support of this inside pattern, and this is the support is basically set the price of 1.1935. So the breakout of this support will confirm potential bearish continuation. From the other side, even if you plan to buy, my advice is to buy only if you see the valid breakout of 1.2032, and to be very careful because the upward movements are limited due to the strong selling pressure in the background. The next thing is 200 simple moving average is basically, I also found the breakout of the 200 simple moving average is another confirmation that basically the long-term money is bearish on this currency pair. So watch for selling opportunities below 1.1935 with a downward targets at the price of 1.1828. This is based on the previous support, the weekly support in the background for the daily time frame. And the second target at the 1.1725. This is also a cluster of the monthly lows based on the previous price action according to the daily time frame. So strong selling pressure in the market, inside day candle formation, watch for selling opportunities on this currency pair.
The pound, still unlike its European counterpart, it's also losing ground against the US currency. The pound-dollar pair is approaching a 5-month low. Do you expect this currency pair to continue a bearish trend?
On the British pound versus US dollar, basically what I found is a very interesting situation at the moment. According to a daily time frame, I found a confirmed double top pattern, and this is a very strong because it took about 2 months to create this pattern, and then finally sellers managed to go below the neckline, and this is a very strong confirmation that long-term money is shifted from bullish to bearish on this currency pair. The second major thing which happened on the British pound versus US dollar is the breakout of the long-term upward trend line, and this is basically also called a support trend line. So there is also breakout of that support trend line, confirmed double top, and this is a very strong sign that sellers took the control over the buyers, and you should watch for selling opportunities, in my opinion. Now, watch for a potential bearish flag or potential ABC corrections before you sell. Don't sell immediately when you see the breakout. So watch for corrections and then try to sell on any valid and decent upward correction. The downward targets are set the price at 1.3450. This is based on the daily time frame. This is a swing low based on daily candles, and then the second target 1.3310, and the final target of 1.3070. So all of these targets are based on the price action and the swing lows based on the daily time frame. So again, very big situation the British pound versus US dollar. Watch for selling opportunities. Buying looks very limited and very risky.
Now let's discuss safe haven currencies which are taking a back seat this trading week. For example, the dollar-yen pair is trading higher. However, we see a minor downward correction. Could you please comment on this situation?
On the USD versus Japanese yen, what I found basically is the strong demand on the market. If you remember in my previous forecast on this currency pair that I was suggesting you to buy, in previous weeks, and that worked very well. I hope that you took a good pips. But I still see the more upward room for the more upward prices on this currency pair. On the 1 hour time frame, I found a potential bullish flag in creation. So my advice is absolutely to watch for a potential breakout of this bullish flag, and then watch for potential smaller correction after the breakout, smaller downward correction, and then watch for buying opportunities. The upward targets are set the price of 110 and 111. Both of these targets are based on the price action and also the round numbers. So pay attention on this potential bullish flag, and my advice to only watch for buying if you see the value breakout of this bullish flag.
By contrast, in the euro-yen pair, the Japanese currency is enjoying bigger demand. Peter, do you think this trading instrument is going to follow a downward trajectory?
On the euro versus Japanese yen, I found the dominating pattern, which is still active, is the broken rising wedge pattern in the background. And this is the key reason this pattern suggested the sellers to start to sell. And at the moment, sellers are absolutely in control, and my advice is to go with them and don't fight the trend. So wait for a potential bearish flag to form on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame, and then watch for potential selling opportunities. The key objective target based on this pattern is set the price of 128.95, and this will be your final destination for your selling and final take profit for your selling orders. So again, watch for selling opportunities after the potential bullish correction.
Peter, we appreciate your trading recommendations. See you next Friday. You have watched the weekly Linkup on InstaForex TV channel. This edition was presented by me, Takhmina Salomova, and Petar Ikimovic, a technical analyst of InstaForex office in Serbia. We wish you fat profits and a nice weekend.